It's been a little while since I did a fish video. I think I'm going to start off with the newest additions to my hobby. So right here in front of you is my white elephant ear. He is from Petco, believe it or not. I got him about 2 days ago, and it looks like he's already starting to change color a little bit. That little blue splotch right there, you see, he didn't have it when I first got him. So I wouldn't be surprised if he starts turning blue down the road. But he's one of my newest bettas. He is in the 10-gallon tank that one of my juvenile flower horns used to be in. Those two fish are in a separate tank right now. This tank doesn't have lights. That's because the original LED lights this thing came with died. The LED strips light that this tank had died. But I have a new LED, actual hobby grade LED light coming in. And it'll be coming in hopefully tomorrow. But that's my newest betta. On to my goldfish. I got one new goldfish. I've had this guy for about 2 weeks. He is from Petco again. When I initially got him, he was all white and gold or orange. He didn't have these little black spots on him. But now, since he's in the tank all by himself, in a new tank, also with a bunch of little friends, he's starting to really color up. And of course, these two are pretty much buddies. Black telescope's doing just fine. So is my other black telescope. Kiermy and the other one are doing just fine. This one right here is from Walmart. I've had this one for about 2 months now. There's Jaws. My koi is still small, but he's definitely gotten bigger. And of course, right here used to be my puffer's tank. This is now home to my 2 flower horns. Here's my bigger 2 juveniles. This one's starting to show a lot more color, so it's slowly starting to look like an actual flower horn. Here's my smaller flower horn. This is the more social one. This one's starting to become more social, but still chicken. So why don't I have Mr. Puff Puff anymore? Well, simply put, he was becoming a money pit. I couldn't keep up with the snails I needed to feed him, and we already spent like what $50 of snails in a month. So I just had to bite the bullet and just give him away. I gave him to a local fish store that's been running now for probably 15-20 years now, called Worlds Underwater. That's a fish store here in Arkansas. So they know what they're doing when it comes to owning fish like that. So I just basically rinsed out this tank, got rid of all the salt water, divided it, and then plopped in my 2 fish. And of course, this filter here on the top to hang on the back, and this one had beneficial bacteria already in them, so I was able to just slap these 2 filters in this tank and then pretty much just put these 2 fish in here without any problems. This filter here does not have beneficial bacteria, but it's slowly growing back. This is a brand new filter, by the way. Here is my second addition actually my third addition to my fish. This is another white betta. This one is a white cellophane delta. Again, from Petco, believe it or not. I really can't wait to see how this guy turns out. He's currently trying to flare on my dragon scale. But man, he's a beautiful fish. And of course, here's my other plaquette. Fat betta with Frams. Believe it or not, they all get along just fine. I'll sometimes come out here and just look at the tanks, and I'll see Mr. Betta being flanked by these 2, which is pretty cool. These 2 are still useless. This tank is being redone. It's condemned right now. These 2 are useless still. I set up another tank in my kitchen with another betta. This is a Walmart find. He is black-bodied. He's a crown tail with orange fins. And I've pretty much given him the name of Halloween. I want to call him Cure Me, but since it's a male, it won't fit. Though I could call him Cure Me because, just like in Dead Alive, this is pretty much how Cure Me looks. Her big old gothic skirt is black with orange finish, or with orange trim. This tank is doing just fine. I've got Papa's plants in here to give the help with nitrates and to give my Bettas something to rest on and hide in. And believe it or not, the Papa's plants do just fine being completely submerged in water. How do I know? This tank right here. Papa's leaves are growing directly in the water. And the roots in this tank are just all over the place. Here is that condemned tank I was talking about. Basically what would happen is that whenever I got a new betta for this tank, after around 3 days to a week, the betta or any fish I get that I put inside this tank, it will get fungus even though I try and treat it. It would get fungus and die. So I decided, okay, I'm going to bleach it, dechlorinize it, and whatnot. And that's what I'm currently doing. I have water in here with dechlorinizer, and I'm just going to wash this tank down and reset it back up eventually.